Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well and they're gearing up for their holidays. I'm here today to share some very exciting news. You can see there's some boys here sitting with me that you probably aren't familiar with, and this is because I finally, after like 2.5 months of waiting-ish, and within reason for the face-up artist, I finally got my little Monica Enrill and my Switch Shiho heads back from faceup. And they took extra long for some personal reasons with the artist, and I was in contact with him throughout the whole time, so it was totally fine. And he's a wonderful person to deal with. So I had both of these dolls painted by a local-ish Canadian artist. I say local-ish because I used to live closer to the area than I do now. But his handle is Eating Dust Aesthetics, and I have to say I'm super impressed by his work. My boys look beautiful. They are both very makeshift at the moment, as I don't have my wig and a lot of my clothes for my Enrill here. His name is Rhys, and you'll be able to see in a moment, but this wig is not what he was meant to be wearing, and his outfit is a little bit and my Shiho doesn't have a body yet, so he is borrowing my fantasy doll body, which Remy, my senior Dolph Boy, is usually on. So unfortunately my senior Dolph Boy has been reduced to a head temporarily. So I just want to introduce you to these boys and tell you a little bit about them and let you see their beautiful face-ups. And I apologize for the poor lighting. It is late at night, and I just have this bedroom with like the bad yellow light in my crummy phone camera. So bear with me. So Rhys is a little Monica Enrill, and he is on a Miro doll body, and the Miro doll body, I've been having issues with its legs. His feet are always pointing the wrong way, and he's got this big thigh gap, like crazy. So I need to tighten his legs up a bit more, do some suading, see if I can't get him to be a bit less bow-legged. But his face is beautiful. Oh, I just popped his whole body out here. Alright, so for you to see him, just pull his hair away here. Hopefully you can see his gorgeous face. He's got a tiny little freckle birthmark under his eye on this side. So he has quite a dark face up, and I intended him to kind of be modeled a bit after Sakamoto from the anime Sakamoto Desu. So he has a dark face up. I did buy a black wig for him that had bangs and was kind of a bit of a shorter style than this one, which is just like over the top ridiculous. But unfortunately it was in a size too small, so it didn't fit his head. So he is reduced to wearing this blue wig, which is literally the only male doll wig I have that isn't already on a head. So he's wearing this for now, and he does have a wig that's on order. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get it, but hopefully sometime soon, because he is on his proper body. He just needs some work with his body, and he's also wearing these ridiculous pants because he's a bit larger than some of my other SDs in terms of thighs, so he doesn't fit into all of the pants that I have. So these are some pants I made. I have to try to get them out of his bendy region here. Oh, okay, there you go. These are some pants I made literally when I first got Spore, so like 4 years ago. One of my first ventures into SD clothing, so they're far from beautiful. They're just some hand-sewn PJ pants, but they're green and they match with his foresty top, which this is actually a top I intended for him. He's supposed to kind of be a foresty, like, archer type guy. I haven't really developed his story yet, but I have some ideas, so I will let you know a little bit more about him when he comes to me, and also when more characters from his sort of story start showing up. So he's still a bit of a mystery, but he is beautiful, and I'm looking forward to getting his proper wig and some proper clothing for him, so he can be complete and fixing up this ridiculous body, because it is, they just keep turning in. His ankles keep turning in, and his legs keep opening up. So that's him. That's Rhys. Oh, and then I just elbowed this guy in the head. This is my Switch Shiho. His name is Sasha. I have nothing for him at all right now, besides the eyes that he's wearing, and he'll probably keep this wig for a bit. It's one of Spore's extra wigs, but I think it looks cute on him. So I'm gonna pop out the legs of this body. Anyway, so he's wearing some of Spore's clothing at the moment, kind of in an imitation of Spore, because he is supposed to be Spore's younger half-brother. So I tried to make it so that they had some resemblances, but I'll show you his face up. I also did just popped some of his joints out. I don't know if you're able to see, but he has a dusting of tiny freckles just on his cheeks. I love the eye lines, and his eyebrows are very cute. His face up is very adorable. I especially love his eyes. So I'm falling in love with this boy because he is so sweet. His name is Sasha. Did I say that already? I'm not sure. But yes, he's Spore's younger half-brother. They share the same father. And they also share the same sort of airheaded personality, unfortunately. But Sasha's a bit more like young and innocent and playful, and he's willing to take risks, whereas Spore is very fraidy cat kind of guy. Sasha just puts it all out there, like kind of foolishly will just act on his impulses, whereas Spore is more cautious and fearful of the world, but still in a happy-go-lucky kind of way. So I haven't super worked on their story yet either. I was just inspired. This head I won a voucher for Switch at Anime North from the Masquerade. So that inspired me to purchase this head and then create this character. So he is also a newer character to me, because if I want to keep getting more dolls, I need to keep expanding my stories. So I don't know that Spore's story is going to have many more characters in it. I do have plans for Remy's older brother, and then maybe we'll cut it off. Who knows? But just for a comparison, I have Spore here with me too, so you can kind of see. And it's really hard to hold multiple SDs at the same time. And Spore is taller, and his legs, there we go. Alright. So, I just want you to be able to kind of see some of the resemblances. I tried to have the artist do their eyes similar, and also their brows. I think I can see some similarities there. Their face shape is definitely similar. Their lips are very different. And their noses are quite different as well. Overall, the Switch sculpt is just a lot more rounder and fuller, whereas the Kroby is kind of more sharp and pointy. But hopefully you can see some resemblances there. They both have green eyes and the dark eyeliner. I don't have lashes on my new boys yet. I was offered lashes from the faceup artist, but I know I have some, and I know how to put them on, and I'm very comfortable with that. I don't know if I want to. I'll have to decide, because he does look totally fine without them, and so does my other boy. I'm tempted to put eyelashes on him, but not really so much on the very small, semi-closed eyes. I feel it sometimes can get bulky. So I might try it out, and we'll see how that looks. But I'm super duper happy to finally have these boys back with me. One of my goals for this next year, and it'll probably be happening soon, because it'll be almost impossible for me to not get him a body at this point, because he is so cute. I'd like to get a body for this boy. This might be his body. I'm thinking of putting Remy on a bit of a taller body and keeping this small, more boyish body for Sasha. But I will need to try, obviously. I can test it and switch them around and do whatever I want. Spore can never leave his body because it is very butter yellow like he is. And his neck is just crazy. So he and his body are tied together for life. The Miro body seems to be working quite well for this little Monica head. The neck is too thick for Remy to be on. And I want a boyish look, like a younger boyish look for Sasha. This face and ripped body would just be ridiculous. So I'm thinking either this body, and two of the bodies I'm looking at to purchase are the Angel of Dream body, SD body, and the 5-star doll SD body. They're both quite similar in aesthetic, and they're on the cheaper end, and I really like them. But this fantasy doll body is really great too, so I've been tempted to just buy another one. We'll see if something comes up on the secondhand market soon. And my birthday's coming up, so maybe body. But yes, thanks so much for watching, guys. I just really wanted to introduce you to these two new boys, and I hope you like them. I'm hoping to do the end of the year BJD tag at some point very soon, but that would mean I have to put all my dolls, kind of line them up together so that you can see the whole family, because that's part of the first question, is to show your whole family at the end of the year. And another question, some of the questions just involve some research, so I'm just going to need to do that. But know that I've been watching your holiday and end of the year BGD tags, and I've been very amused, so thank you so much to everyone who's been working on those. Know that anytime that I do a tag as well, if you've watched me, that you are now tagged. So please continue with doing other people's tags, because I love it when people post tags. I love to do them. Maybe one day I'll post a tag of my own. I don't know. I'm not really that great at thinking up questions. I just really love answering questions so much. So thanks to the community again for continuously posting tags and prompts that I can do that pretty much drive my channel. So yeah, I hope you like my two new boys, and you'll be seeing them more in videos very soon. Take care, everyone.